Hi, my name is Bridget Castano, and I'm so excited to be applying for the Hickory Tree Chorus Music Scholarship. I'm going to be talking about what music is to me and what my plans are with music. Obviously, as I talked about in my essay, my parents met because of music. Music has been in my house my entire life. There was always music playing, we were always singing or coming up with something. Both my sister and I grew up playing multiple instruments and doing musical theater. I've been in, I think, 20 musicals, something like that. I love to sing, I love to perform, I love what music brings to me and to sort of feel as though I'm living through music, and musical theater is one of the ways that I have felt most connected to that experience. It's simply always been very much involved in every aspect of my life. And as far as my plans in college, I'm looking very much to continue that very exploratory version of music. So because I did grow up learning from lots of different places and not having a very set structure with the way that I learn music, pulling things from my family, pulling things from teachers that I would have for a year or two, that kind of a thing, learning many different kinds of instruments. I had a very eclectic and sort of let's see what we can experience and let's see what we can collect and understand sort of outlook when it came to music. I'm looking to continue that type of mindset with more structure. That's why I picked the music program that I picked, because it allows me to be very exploratory in my more structured music experience. So I will learn a lot of the background knowledge and have a lot more curriculum and set things to really understand, which I think will help me a lot in terms of structure and just really giving the bones and the support to the music experience that I've had my whole life. And while also continuing that very much, if we want to try an instrument, let's try it. Let's really try and experience all the different sides of this and not let it become something that is burdensome or that is stressful. In terms of, I want it always to be very, very fun and a very open-minded intellectual experience for me, even when I am beginning to have more structure. Within Michigan, I'm very excited about all the different classes that I can take. Ethnomusicology in particular is absolutely fascinating to me, really expanding my knowledge of music theory and getting better at knowing how to compose things and how to create things. My high school experience has very much been about music, creating music programs in the environment where I've existed. My high school did not have a music program when I came. So my friends and I started our own band and started our own version of that with the help of some of our wonderful teachers. So I think having that experience and having a very I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna teach, and I'm gonna get past that imposter syndrome. I'm gonna figure this out, and I'm gonna learn how to build people up and work with them and get them to come together, even if I'm not always sure myself. Did wonders for my confidence, and it also definitely made me think about what it might be like to actually teach music. I have loved waking up every day knowing that I'm gonna conduct a bunch of underclassmen and that I'm gonna help them figure out how to make a performance come together, those kinds of things. It has brought me a tremendous amount of joy. So it's definitely something I've banked in the back of my head, maybe you actually would like this. I also, obviously, growing up doing so much musical theater, I love the idea of writing musical theater, of composing my own music. I don't know how to get the music that's in my head onto a piece of paper yet, but hopefully college will help me do that. Part of the appeal of going to a Michigan music program was knowing that the musical theater composers Pasek and Paul also went to that program. So I'm like, oh, I love their work. I would love to understand how they're able to do what they do. I would love to create music. So in terms of how I explore that outside of college, it will probably be some form of composition, maybe a teaching certification. Now, obviously, I am also a dual major. I am majoring in anthropology and in music at the University of Michigan. So I really, in my teen years, have enjoyed the experience of using music as a way to discover other cultures and to discover other experiences that maybe I don't have as have inherently in my day-to-day life. I have a lot of Afrobeats and Latin pop and Polynesian music all downloaded onto my phone that I just love listening to, and I love the experience of learning that I can get from that through music. It makes me very, very happy. It brings me a lot of joy. And so obviously music will be at the epicenter of all the research I do with my other major as well. And I will continue to use music to help me connect with people from all over the world. I would love to do study abroad. I would love to do more global work, more global research, that kind of a thing, even working in social justice. Another reason why I saw University of Michigan as a cool option is because they are so closely tied to the Peace Corps, and that's something that I have thought about doing. I don't know whether or not I will, of course, but being out in the world and helping other people and knowing that my knowledge of music can be something that will connect me with other people and that will help me help them, really just an all-around positive experience, is something I've really given a tremendous amount of thought to, and how to use like the privilege of being able to have an education in these things to actually connect with other human beings. So music, no matter what path I end up going on, will be deeply intrinsically involved in not only my identity, which it obviously is, but also with the career choices and with that I make and with the work that I am doing. It's the lens with which I will approach everything. So I obviously would love to receive the scholarship to allow me to pursue this with more ease. And yeah, thank you so much for your consideration.